now we will do the introductions. We'll start with Marcel, and he's a jury member. After that, we will go over to Laura, who is a co-pilot, but she is a friend also of Annika Zayen, who is another jury member.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is, as Sam already mentioned, Marcel Jung. I am working for Otto Bock. Otto Bock is a company located in Germany and produces prostheses and orthoses and also wheelchairs. I am 43 years old, married, and we have a beautiful, lovely daughter. My background is directly mechanical. So I started as an apprentice at Otto Bock 27 years ago now. I worked long years creating prototypes for knee joints, feet, and so on. After several years, I decided to study. So I took the university in Göttingen, that's nearby, and I got the degree of a diploma engineer in mechanical engineering. So this means my background are more or less materials, design of components, FEA, and several other topics. And since, let's say, 5 to 6 years, I am responsible for several departments within R&D at Otto Bock in Duderstadt. And I'm guiding and leading now 5 departments right now. So mechanical development workshop, a textile workshop, and engineers in plastics and carbon fibers. So that's all for now.
Hello everyone, my name is Laura Fürst. I'm part of the German national team for wheelchair basketball, and I'm actually going to show you a picture for first. I think in this picture you can see how our team won the silver medal 2016 in Rio de Janeiro. And here on this picture you can also see Annika Zayen that Sam already mentioned before. In this year she was still part of our team. She changed her sport last year actually, but I'm going to come back to that later. I'm friends with her, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the activity sides of wheelchair basketball and wheelchair sports in general. I'm actually also studying mechanical engineering right now. I finished my bachelor's at the TU Munich, and I'm now about to finish my master's. I'm focusing right now on electric mobility a lot, and I'm going to be interested in this challenge, what all those different aspects I can bring into, since I have the perspective of a user being myself and also the engineering background, and that's it.
Hi everybody, this is Christina.
Hi.
This is Murat. We are very happy to participate on the challenge program from Allianz, and very happy to talk to you today a little bit about what we feel about design.
Hi, my name's Calvin Williams. I'm an engineer and designer. I also work as a lecturer in engineering. And back in 2004, I fell off a cliff, fell 60 foot off a cliff, and spent a good 12 months in a wheelchair. Since that date, I've spent quite a bit of time in wheelchairs, or certainly not able to move as much as I'd like. Prior to that event, I was pretty much an extreme sport athlete. I did general sports such as triathlon, rugby, surfing, and a whole host of other outdoor activities. So that really changed my perspective on things. And one of the first things I noticed is that people's reaction to me as a person was very, very different from having been in a wheelchair than what it was prior. And although personally I don't think I'd changed that much, my physical abilities certainly had, even though it was maybe temporary in my case. And as time went on, that's something that concerned me. It's something I just had in the back of my mind that I'd like to do something about. So an opportunity came up to start something called Project Enduro. Project Enduro was our design brief, was to design a four-wheel downhill mountain bike with the capability of being used by athletes who had spinal injuries or who had lower leg amputations as well. And in fact, we even had a triple amputee use the bike. So linked with my personal experience a little bit, and then linked with the support from the disabled community and motorsports and engineering individuals, we managed to make a very successful product, which we hope one day will be released to the commercial market.
The question about general topics of design, I would like to say that the most important on design is really the customer. Without the customer, the design has no meaning. So whatever we do is that we put the customer or the person who will use the object in the foreground and try to adapt in a very creative way the ideas on the use of that item we are designing. First of all, it's always the sight, so somebody sees a product and then he approaches to the product, sits down or feels it, and then at the end when he really uses it, then he can at the end see if it's current to what he has seen. So to see, to feel and to experience is really a complete product together. That's mainly what is our approach when we start designing a product. Yeah, Christina.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I have to speak German because I write German books. Ja, ich kann mir eine Menge vorstellen. In meinem neuen Roman sitzt ein Hauptprotagonist im Rollstuhl. Das konnte ich mir dann nicht mehr ganz so gut vorstellen. Da reicht auch es nicht aus, sich ein Tutorial bei YouTube anzuschauen. Es gibt da mittlerweile einiges. Und trotzdem, das ist etwas, das kann man sich nicht im Kopf vorstellen. Man muss es erspüren, erfahren im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes. Deswegen habe ich also für den neuen Roman ein Rollstuhltraining gemacht. 3 Tage in Berlin. Es war sehr aufregend und es hat mir vor allen Dingen einen Perspektivwechsel ermöglicht. Das ist nicht, dass ich mir vorstellen kann, im Rollstuhl zu sitzen. Es ist nur eine vorübergehende Feststellung, wie sich das anfühlt. Ja, also das ist ein sehr großer Unterschied, weil ich natürlich gut trainiert bin. Ich kann aufstehen. Wenn ich umfallen sollte, komme ich auch wieder hochgeklettert. Jemand, der je nach Behinderung den Rollstuhl nutzt, hat diese Möglichkeit oft nicht. Meine Erkenntnis war, und das ist wirklich eine elementare Erkenntnis, selbst die kleinste Bodenwelle kann dramatisch sein. Ja, also ein zugepackter Bordstein ist ein großes Problem und dass da noch keiner was erfunden hat, wie man stabil bleibt mit diesen beiden Rädern beziehungsweise den 4 Rädern, manchmal sind es ja auch 6, wenn hinten noch ein Überrollschutz ist, wie man leicht Treppen bewältigen kann. Weil ich glaube, Treppen sind das größte Problem im Rollstuhl und das sind manchmal auch nur ganz kleine Schwellen. Da muss man hoch und runter kommen. Ich glaube, dass wir grundsätzlich ein Problem haben in der Wahrnehmung der Gesellschaft. Wir haben also weit über 10 Millionen Menschen mit Behinderung in Deutschland, die finden aber nicht statt. Ja, also die gibt es nicht im Roman oder nur sehr selten, die gibt es kaum im Film und wenn, muss man mal drauf achten. Ich habe jetzt keine statistische Erhebung getätigt, aber ich habe mir einiges angesehen, dann werden sie am Ende geheilt. Dann ist die Behinderung irgendwann vorbei, als ob es etwas ist, das man überwinden muss. Das ist natürlich keine Realität für einen Menschen mit Behinderung. Ja, der muss nicht seine Behinderung überwinden, der muss damit leben. Und das tun die meisten auch gut. So, also es ist diese Formulierung, ne? Mensch mit Behinderung ist was anderes als der Behinderte. Das eine ist eine Gruppe, eine andere Gruppe, die hat nichts mit uns zu tun. Das andere ist aber der Mensch mit Behinderung, das ist einfach ein Mensch. Ja, ich glaube, dass Behinderung sichtbarer werden muss. Deutlich sichtbarer werden muss. Die Menschen, die wir jetzt kennen mit Behinderung, die führen normale Leben, die haben zum Teil Jobs, die haben Kinder, die haben Hunde, ein ganz normales Leben. Und das muss in der Gesellschaft irgendwie auch ankommen. Ja, also betroffenes Weggucken ist einfach vorbei. Und deswegen sind die Social Medias einfach großartig, um genau das zu tun, sich zu zeigen, so wie es ist. So.
What makes a mobility device a good product? In a product as such we are talking. I would say that the design is provoking a promise that this product is stylish, of course, but also that it has a function and it's working and the people using it can must trust on it, and they know that they can, do things they would like to do, enjoy life, That's what it's all about. And when we design a product like this, we try to express the joy that still somebody who's maybe not that mobile anymore still has. And he wants to take part in the life of people who are not connected to a mobile device. So the importance is that the design reflects a product that is trustful, that is fun to look at, fun to use, and brings people the mobility they need to be part of sports, of activity, whatever they would like to do. The other aspect is that we are not looking for a device like this that it is something for sick or ill people. They're humans like anybody else, and they deserve to have a product which does not bring them to a position that people don't want to look at them, or they don't want to be with them, or they think they are not just good people. And all this expression is part of the design work to bring into the product, and this is one important part of what we are doing.
Der Rollstuhl ist Mobilität. Der Rollstuhl ist nicht das Problem. So. Und ich glaube, man braucht ein verbindendes Element. Ein Assistenzhund ist zum Beispiel ein verbindendes Element. Ein Mensch, der mit einem Hund und einem Rollstuhl unterwegs ist, erfährt ganz andere Situationen als ein Mensch, der alleine nur mit seinem Rollstuhl unterwegs ist. Das geht auch mit Kindern. Eine Freundin von mir ist Rollstuhlfahrerin und hat ein Kind. Seitdem sie dieses Kind hat und dieses Kind nun mit dabei ist, entweder auf dem Schoß, mittlerweile läuft sie selber, ist auch dieses Kind ein verbindendes Element. Und ich glaube, das spielt eine große Rolle. So ein Rollstuhl kann auch ein verbindendes Element sein. Und er ist Mobilität. Ja, also er ist nicht das Problem, sondern er ermöglicht Mobilität.
I have two pictures from sport wheelchairs actually that I might want to show you. One is a wheelchair basketball sports chair, and the other is from Annika, a racing chair, which also shows like the differences in what sport chairs could look like. Mm-hmm. So the upper picture shows Annika in her sports chair. It's a racing chair. It's completely different than a normal wheelchair would look like. It doesn't have 4 wheels. It just has 3 wheels and one big in the front, so that you can, and her push rims are really close to the middle, so that she can push all the time and not has to let go of the push rim to put on the next time. And then here on the bottom, there's a basketball wheelchair where you can see the wheels are tilted to the side, and there's a bumper in front.
This individual here is a chap called Nathan Stevens. He's a Paralympian. He competed in London 2012 Paralympics as a javelin thrower. And as you'll notice from the image there, he doesn't. He lost both his legs in an accident with a train. But he was very quickly able to use our 4-wheel mountain bike. He's obviously never done anything like this before. So one of the things we really try to target is making it as user-friendly as possible. Yeah, we were supported in that project by a number of companies. A number of high-end bicycle companies were very, very generous. And we found that throughout these projects. Whenever we've done anything, we're focused on helping disabled people. We found industry to be very, very supportive. So that's been a real positive for us. Yeah, it's just taking on a phone. So our 4-wheel bike, we were getting some of the athletes were clearing at least 20-foot jumps very quickly, which was quite impressive for a prototype product. So we're hoping once the product goes into being manufactured, they'll be going even further. And the design philosophy was that we'd get as wide a range of users into the bikes as possible. Some amputees, some spinal athletes, and some with just balance issues and other physical issues as well.
Okay, let's then perhaps jump into a couple of the other questions that we wanted to tackle.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the significance of extreme sports and perhaps also how that relates to the Project Endure specifically, like the philosophy behind it and context?
Yeah, certainly. Well, it's extreme sports and also Paralympic sports. I think those two things have got some very positive connotations, and they've been quite helpful in raising the profile of disabled sports. Now, what we wanted to do was capture some of the positivity around that, and for both of those things, but particularly extreme sports. The way they're marketed is not just as a sport. It's when you watch the videos, when you watch the GoPro, it's all about inclusivity. It's all about groups of boys and girls going out in vans doing activities. It's a very social thing, and the concept is not just about doing the sport. It's about the lifestyle surrounding that. So we wanted to tap into that, and we wanted to tap into that marketing, and also a lot of the companies that supported us with Project Enduro had put a lot of time and effort into that marketing, and we wanted to maybe tap into that as well and benefit from that. For me personally, what I'd be looking for from the challenge, from the design of the wheelchair, would be something that would change the perception for people. So it's not something that it would go, oh, that's just another wheelchair with a generic appearance. So it's been something that a lot of the design philosophy behind it would be making it desirable. So others who weren't in the chair would maybe notice the chair and go, that's something I'd like to have a go at, regardless of whether I've got a disability or not. So it's that level of desirability as well. Obviously, function is especially important, but that's something that I'd be quite keen to see as a jury member. Another thing I'd be interested in seeing is in a successful product was the flexibility of that product. So something that users can adapt to themselves or can adapt to their certain lifestyle, but also can adapt to their mindset. Because we found that with some individuals are enormously independent, and we respect that. So if people want to be entirely independent, the product has to reflect that. Others are happy for more involvement by supporters, and if that's the case, then support that as well. So there was flexibility in the design. That's something that we'd look on positively.
Of course, we still have the question, what do you think that you and Annika would specifically be looking for, or what you think is important from a jury perspective?
I think for us, or for me at least, it's very important that the device is very easy to handle, that it doesn't weigh a lot, that it's very slim design, but still stable enough, and that you can easily transport it and use it in a lot of different scenarios. But the most important for me would be that it is adjustable to the fits that you need, but still very slim design. All right, I wish everybody good luck with this challenge, and I'm excited for the results coming up. If you ever have any questions, just can contact me. My username is laura.fürst.
So good luck to everybody with the challenge, and I'm more than interested to see your solutions.
That's from here. That's our small studio here. Regards from Germany.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So best of luck with the challenge. You're involved in something very, very exciting. We're excited about it, and we know it will be some hard work, but we hope it'll be worth it. And you never know, the designs you come up with may well have a positive impact on people in the future.